Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm Boosted John and today I'm going to be showing you everything that I did to get ready for my very first track day with my 2002 AP1 Honda S2000. If you guys could please click that like button, I would really appreciate it. It helps my video do better with the algorithm, which helps me overall on YouTube. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I have a 2002 Honda S2000 and I have a 1993 EG hatch with a turbo LS VTEC motor. I think you guys will really enjoy that content. Anyway, today we're getting ready to take my Honda S2000 down to Autobahn Country Club in Joliet, Illinois. Now, I've been there before. I've driven on the north track before, but I've never driven on the south track. This track event is going to be on the south track. Before we do any maintenance, before we do any mods, before we do anything physically to get the car ready, I want to hop on the sim and see what the best lap time I can pull on that track is. The car we're working with on the sim is an AP1 S2000 with upgraded tires, which is basically what I'm going to be driving. And we're going to be driving on exactly the south track at Autobahn Country Club in Joliet. So let's see what kind of a lap time we can do. All right, really quick before we hop onto the sim, I want to just take a look at the track from a bird's eye view so you guys can see exactly what we're going to be doing here. Right here is the pit. That is my hopeful line. That's what I'm going to be going for. This is what I think. We're going to see how it actually plays out. Let's hit the sim. Okay, so this lap starts right now, and this was my fastest time on the sim. If you guys want to skip this part and just go straight back to the video, I'll put a timestamp on the screen. But anyway, here we are coming in through turn 3 at this point, coming up on turn 4, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling confident. You notice that I don't have an H pattern shifter for my sim yet. Unfortunately, they're really expensive, so I haven't bought one yet. But I am doing clutch with the paddle shifters. Heel towing is great. I'm feeling great. Came into this turn with a lot of speed. Coming out of it with a lot of speed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on track, boys, now that I'm watching this back and looking at my speeds, because I'm going pretty fast through this course right now. This is one of the scarier turns coming up right here. You have to brake really hard and you lose a lot of speed and then have to make it back up. And I don't exactly know. I think I lost some time there. I don't exactly know how to hit that one. This section is very technical as well. I think that my line was pretty off on that one and I lost quite a bit of time. But up until that point, I think I was nailing this track. Coming down the long straight here, it's just over a quarter of a mile. So I'm going to be hitting my top speed on the track here. Looks like I reached 114. Coming in nice and hot. I think I probably overcooked that one a little bit too, but this section I think I nail. I'm doing good through here. Fast, stay on the gas. Yep, full throttle, ripping it, coming around. We're coming up on the finish line for the fastest time of 1:33.86. All right, so I was told that a 140 on the south track is like you're moving pretty quick. So I'm more than happy with a 133 on the sim. And going into the track day, there's only about 8 people registered for the entire day. So I should have sufficient room to set an actual lap time. So I'm really excited to see what we can do on the track. Now, before we get to the track, I have a lot of stuff to do to get the car ready. Now, in any situation where there's gonna be a lot of stress on your vehicle, it's a really good idea to refresh all of your fluids. So I chose to start with a transmission fluid flush and also a differential fluid flush. LHC Performance, which is a very well-known S2000 shop, recommends changing your diff fluid after every 2 track days. Next, a fellow YouTuber named Patty Boy, he's actually the guy who invited me to this track day, hit me up and said, hey man, since we're both going to the track on the same day, why don't we do our brake flushes together? So I picked up some Motul 600.4 brake fluid, racing brake fluid, freaking stuff friggin' rips, dude. And I went over to Patty Boy's house. But before we even got to work, we already got distracted by turbos. I found the S2000 has like a really weird sequence of bleeding the brakes. You actually start at the driver front tire and work your way around the car clockwise. It's like the opposite of every other car. But after flushing the brakes, you can see just how dirty that old brake fluid was. It was about damn time I got that stuff out of there. That was gross, a poopy fluid. I took the car out for a little drive. It's feeling good. Everything feels right. It's shifting nice. It's braking nice. But I'm on AutoZone brake pads and rotors, and they're really not gonna cut it on track. So I hit up my friend DJ at Rudd's Racing. I said, hey DJ. He said, what's up, dude? I was like, hey dude, you got Hawk HP plus brake pads, and like, can you do like an alignment for me? And he said, oh, okay, yeah, dude, for sure, come through. So I went over to Reds Racing, picked up my brake pads, dropped the car off for an alignment, came back and picked up the car from the alignment, installed the brake pads, and voila, the thing freaking rips, boys. Just brakes. Oh my God. These are the grippiest, like most aggressive brake pads I've had on any of my cars ever, and I love it. I think that I'm gonna be able to deal with the squealing of the pads here because they're freaking awesome, dude. And the car stops like a bullet hitting a wall. It feels so good. Now, while I was out at Reds Racing, we ran into an issue. Once DJ got the car up on the alignment rack, he noticed that my rear tires were basically bald. And that was because the previous alignment people couldn't get the toe into spec because my toe arms were seized. So I've been driving around with really bad toe alignment for like 6 months probably, and it just ate through my rear tires. I'm freaking out at this point because I have a track day to get to, and Hankook RS4s are on back order right now, and I didn't know what to do. I was seriously like freaking out. DJ from Reds Racing coming in clutch once again. He has 2 tires that are the exact size that I need for the S2000. So we're heading straight from work to go pick him up. They're Achilles ATR K Sports. I'm unfamiliar with these tires, but we're gonna give them a shot. Now that I've practiced on the sim, gotten the car ready with new fluids, new brake pads, a new alignment, it's really just time to get it out on the track and see how well I can do. Like I said, this is my first track event. I've done drag racing with the Turbo Civic. You guys that aren't new here have seen that. You guys that are new here, check it out. It's really fun. The Turbo Civic stuff is my bread and butter. You guys are gonna love it. Anyway, I'm very excited to see how the S2000 is gonna do on track. I think I'm gonna get close to that 133. I don't know if I'm gonna have the balls to do it because I was driving pretty aggressive on the sim, but I'm gonna really try to push my limit and see how far I can go. So that's where I'm gonna end today's video. I'm really excited to see how I do on the track. It's my first track day event. It's on my birthday. If you're new here, please subscribe with the bell notifications turned on so that way you don't miss the track event. If you're not new here, please click that bell, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any Boosted John videos because the algorithm doesn't like me right now. I haven't been able to upload very often, and you know what? It's really hurting me because the algorithm thinks I'm dead. So let's show the algorithm that I'm not dead, and let's get these videos friggin' rolling, boys. I'm pumped. All right, I'll see you guys at Joliet's Autobahn Country Club here in Illinois. And lastly, let's remember to plan, commit, execute, and attain our goals. See, it's on the hat, guys. It's on the hat. Don't forget, it's right there. All right.